We all know that Howl's Moving Castle, Pride and Prejudice, Notting Hill is everyone's comfort film. So this is my attempt to give you some different options. I'm not saying you haven't seen these at least once, but I do hope they haven't made it onto your frequently watched list yet, but they should. So again, this is my attempt, this is the list, this is my films that I like to watch that is not the most, hopefully, commonly known comfort films. My Old Ass, directed by Megan Park. It is a trippy, heartwarming coming-of-age story. We have this teenage girl who meets her older self the summer before she goes to college, and it makes her rethink love, life, and what really matters to her. In the beginning, I had the feeling of just being a movie, but when I kept watching, I just loved it more and more, and afterwards, I could not stop thinking about it. I was also a big fan of the way the teenage girl was portrayed, in her always being outgoing, hanging out with friends, just being the life of the party. But what is also the downsides of that? Because normally we only see this as like great or the fun personality traits, but also what it cost her to have those personality traits or being this way. But the movie did it in such a caring way. Normally I'm actually not one for like Groundhog Day movies or like movies where you meet your older or younger self, but when your older self is Audrey Plaza, everyone has to cave, right? My Old Ass is just the perfect the summer before going movie, and especially for an overthinker like me, it just shows you how to both, especially as a teenager, how to enjoy but also be present in your life, and it just summed it up so nicely in this comfort film. This is just the perfect case of a movie showing that life also happens to you, but you can be the judge of how you'll react and how you will want to live your life and enjoy it. Sorry for going deep there, but this movie kind of did that as well when I watched it without even realizing. Isi and Ossi, a broke boxer and a billionaire's rebellious daughter, strike a deal. She funds his dream and he pretends to be her bad boy boyfriend to annoy her parents. What starts as a scheme turns into a chaotic but still heartwarming rom-com with humor and unexpected chemistry. This is a German film that I stumbled upon back in 2020 when it came out, and I do not lie when I say I watch this at least once a year and I still laugh every time. This is, to me, is just like the perfect modern rom-com. Really is, like line dot exclamation marks. It's just the perfect cocktail of both silly, romantic, and lighthearted, but still life journey. So if you love opposites attract story with silly moments and just like boggle in for the ride kind of movie, this is the one for you. I have to mention it again, the chemistry between the two leads are immaculate. I was like, it's a giggle worthy chemistry that they have. It is chef's kiss. Chalet Girl, a broke skater girl takes on a posh chalet job in the Alps. Here she discovers snowboarding and crashes into romance. Think underdog sports story meets swoon-worthy rom-com. This movie is perfection. The story, the writing, the actors. It's from 2011. It's English. If that's not the whole shebang, I truly don't know what is. Let's start with the fact that it stars Felicity Jones, Bill Knightley, Brooke Shields, Nicholas Brown, Ed Westwick. I forgot someone. Was it Bill Knightley? No, it wasn't. Who was it? Oh, Sophie Bush. And as I said, this movie's English, so you know that the dialogue and the banter will just hit in the right way. It will just be fit perfectly. It is a modern day Cinderella story, but it is the kind where the girl saves herself, finds friends, might find love, and find support in the people around her. And if that is not comfort film, like, oh, I don't know what will be. I'm telling you, this is, to be honest, my favorite comfort film ever. And I watched this a lot, but I put it on this list because my friends only know about it because of me. So I hope this is the one movie you take away from this whole video. If you only take one movie away with you, it should be Chalet Girl. Then we have Emma, directed by Wilde, which is a stunning, playful take on Jane Austen's Emma. Everyone's matchmaking heroine full of wit and charm and just breathtaking visuals. This is such a beautiful movie that I watched it twice in a row after I saw it for the first time because I was just in awe. This movie also has such a great cast that it feels like stepping onto a dream. A dream with Angela Joy, John Flynn, Joss O'Connor and Bill Knightley. Maybe all my favorite movies has Bill Knightley in them. Not a bad thing, I will say. This movie is just so beautiful and it just makes me go breathe out for the duration of the movie while watching it. And that is just a different level of film, comfort film, to be honest, to just lean back and enjoy this. The visual, the cast, the dialogue, like the whole... It's just... Yes, that is just what I have to say about it. That is, this movie makes me go. But please tell me if I should watch the 1996 version because I've never seen it and I can't figure out if I should. A family embarks on a chaotic road trip to get their daughter to a beauty pageant. If you haven't seen this movie, you should not know more before going into it. And just to preface, this is not just one of my favorite comfort films, this is literally my favorite film of all time. Of all time. It is number one. If I could only watch one movie and if I was asked what is your favorite movie, I would say Little Miss Sunshine. No doubt about it. It just has the perfect depiction of what it's like to be in a big family with a lot of big personalities and you can't bully him, only I can. And to be honest, I feel like this is the most true representation of life, at least seen with my glasses, because there is pain, there is community and there is insanity. But we're also all in this together and I love that. I also love Steve Carell in this movie. It's so good. A teen with an accidental pregnancy navigates adoption, love, self-discovery in this witty and heartfelt story. Everyone in our friends probably watched this in English class, I at least did, but I had watched it before that and it has stayed with me long after. So if you have watched it in English class, please give it another watch just for me or just for you, because this movie deserves a non-English class watch. That is no hate, but it's also not that neutral of a statement. Sorry, but this is a piece of gold and it stars Elliot Page, Michael Cera, Allison Janney and J.K. Simmons. Gold cast, honestly. And this movie is just like Little Miss Sunshine in the sense that it takes on big life-altering events and just makes them humane, shows them in such a way where you can actually watch it and still call it a comforting film, even though it is big questions and big, again, all life-altering events that they are about. So it has its humanity with it all the time and a little dash of laughter, and the fact that Jason Reitman could capture this on film and make it comforting, plus A. I don't know about you, but I at least feel seen and heard and comfort, even though, again, it is hard subjects, but it is made and shown in such a way that I cannot feel anything else but like compassion and comfort for the characters and myself. In the 1950s London, we have Miss Harris, who is a widowed cleaning lady who gets madly in love with a haute couture Christian Dior dress, and she decides she needs that in her life and she throws everything overboard and goes to Paris to buy a dress. I watched this movie for the first time just this week with my mother, and this movie made it on the comfort movie list immediately. It had the fun, it had the life lessons buttered in with the silly and the friendships in just the right sense, and I was sad. This movie wasn't the sillier side, even for me, but it had some great characters. They were kind of caricatured, but that is what I really love, even across genres. So that made up for it for me, the little sillinesses with these very likable, fun, caricatured characters for this film. I'm very intrigued to know if any of these movies are on your comfort movie list already, or if they're all making it there, or if you're intrigued by some of them as well. So please share with me down in the comments, and also share your top comfort movie from your not like comfort movies that we all know, but like the secret ones. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week.